Hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here. Now I got another video for y'all. Now this video is going to be touching on two things. One is the camera that I'm recording on, and then two is the journey I took to get this camera and how you can kind of do something similar if you're looking for a good budget quality camera that can record great footage, can take great pictures, all of the above, and not break the bank. So number one is the camera is the A5100 from Sony. So it's a fantastic mirrorless compact camera. It's got a 180 degree tilting LCD screen that I can look and see myself and see the shot and see how I'm coming in. It's got a great standard kit lens if you buy it with the kit lens. It's a 16mm to 50mm with optical like image stabilization within the lens, not within the body. So that is something to point out, is there's no OIS in the body of the camera, but it's really only in the lenses. So is what it is. Now you also got a great big nice sensor, very similar to like what the DSLRs have, so the APS-C sensor, great low light photography, great video in low light as well. And then it's got 24.3 megapixels, so it's all in all an awesome camera, highly recommended. But the way I got to this is pretty interesting, and it started about a month ago. So the camera itself, I paid $250 for it. So that already was a ridiculous still to get this for $250, and it came with the box, a carrying case, everything. It was brand new. The guy even gave me his Best Buy receipt because it had an extra year left on the warranty that he bought. And so I got a warranty with it too for 250 bucks. But I'm gonna explain why I really didn't actually pay 250 bucks. So number one, I bought 4 cameras over the last month that have added up to $275 out of my own pocket. So the first camera was the Canon ELRH330HS. I paid $40 for that one. And that one literally was really good condition, almost like new, came with a box, everything. The second camera I bought was the Panasonic LUMIX ZS40. Now that was a little bit of a gamble. I bought it on the Facebook Marketplace. I paid $20 for it, negotiated it down to $20 because it didn't have a battery, so I didn't know if it actually worked or not. And when I bought a battery on Amazon for 10 bucks, got it, put it in, it worked flawlessly. So I was happy that I got that, so all in at $30. Now the third camera was something that I stepped up a little bit in price, and that was the Sony RX100 Mark II. Now that one, if anyone knows, is a great point and shoot, but I got rid of it because I didn't like the autofocus that was on it. It was really slow, could take 5 to 6 seconds sometimes on a subject that I'm recording, and it's just not for me. I did not like that. Plus the screen didn't tilt up where I can see. It still tilted, but it was really only meant for like if you're taking like weird angle shots and you still could see the screen without laying on the floor. So it was articulating, but not all the way. So I paid $165 for that on the Mercari website or app. But I actually paid less than that, but on there you pay taxes and shipping unless the seller opts into free shipping, but usually they don't. So all in, it was $165 after taxes and shipping. And then the fourth camera kind of fell in my lap, and that was a Panasonic LUMIX ZS60. So I had such a great experience with the ZS40 that I went ahead and bought a ZS60, but I wasn't looking for it. I was scrolling through the Let Go app randomly, just seeing if I can find a good deal on some random crap, and all of a sudden I see this on there for $40, and I was like, dude, there's no way this guy's selling it for 40 bucks. And it was brand new. And when I say brand new, I'm not just saying like it was kind of new, it was brand new in the box. He got it at a raffle, he said, at his kid's school, and he never used it. It just sat in his closet, and he finally said, screw it, I guess I'll sell it for 40 bucks. And I was like, sold. I'm gonna buy that for $40. I'm not even gonna negotiate. I'm not even gonna offer you like 35. It's like 40, here you go. Because one, that camera has a touchscreen, it's got an electronic viewfinder on it, and it shoots in 4K. But when I did some videos with it inside my house with some decent lighting coming from like the windows with the sun shining through, the quality wasn't that great. Even in 4K, even 4K was super slow, didn't really track very well, even though like in 1080/60, the autofocus was like ridiculous, but in 4K, not that great. So anyway, so I paid 40 bucks for that. So grand total, $275. So I sold all of them. So it took a little patience because some of them took a little longer than I wanted, but I ended up selling the Canon for $65. I ended up selling the Panasonic ZS40 for $65. I ended up selling the Mark II, Sony Mark II for $200. And then I ended up selling the ZS60. Now that was the cherry on top. I sold that bad boy for $150. Sold it on Facebook Marketplace, posted it one day, literally later that night, some lady hit me up and was like, hey, I want to buy it full price. I was like, duh, of course I'll do that. So 150 bucks. So all in, I was right around 275, and I sold everything for around $480. I'm doing the math right in my head. So I made about a $200 to $205 profit. So paid myself back on everything I paid for, and then still had $200 to $205 roughly to play with. And so that leads me to this camera. So yes, I paid $250 for it, but I really only paid about 45 or 50 bucks for it because I used the profits that I made from the other cameras to buy this camera. So that's where I'm saying is like, guys, you can think outside the box and not just like be stuck on like finding something on eBay or Facebook. I mean, yeah, you can, but if you want to like give yourself a little time, then go and buy a couple of different cameras that are in good condition that you can resell after you negotiate a little bit on the pricing, and build yourself up to be able to then buy a good camera. Because like I said, for me, I paid 50 bucks basically for this. And to be honest with you, if I want to upgrade, I can actually sell this camera pretty easily, probably for $300 to $350, maybe even more, because that's what actually people are bidding on eBay right now for this camera. So those are real actual people putting bids in. So I know if I wanted to, I could sell it for $350 easily if I waited, found the right seller or buyer, excuse me. But then that leads me to the next point of I could sell it and I'm still in the black. I'm never gonna be in the red unless I just go and buy like a completely brand new camera. But as you can tell with the theme of my channel, I pretty much buy everything used at the best price that I can and the best quality of product that I can, where then I can turn around and sell it and make some money and apply that to getting better things. So that is something you can do. Now, it's not rocket science. I'm not like breaking this code of like how you can get a good camera for cheap. But to be honest with you, a lot of people are just really nervous and afraid to negotiate with people on Facebook or eBay or anything. And don't be. If they say no, they say no. Find someone else that might say yes. Now, don't lowball them. Don't offend them by like offering them half the price of what they're asking. Now, I have done that before, only to bring them back down to reality a little bit and bring them back down to earth if they're asking for a lot of money for a product that they're really not going to get that for. So like, for example, A5100, I paid 250 bucks. I've seen them average around 350. I had a guy on Facebook selling it for 500. And I was like, dude, come on, man. That's like a 6-year-old camera. I can go buy it brand new at Best Buy for like 450 right now. So why in the hell would I give you 500? And I said, I'll give you 200. And he's like, dude, you're lowballing me. And then I linked in like a description or something to Best Buy. And then he quickly realized like, oh crap, you're right. And he kind of changed his tune a little bit, but he wouldn't really budge past 350. So like I said, bye. You know, I've moved on. I found someone else that was willing to work with me, and I got it for 250. So, yeah, take my advice. Don't be afraid to negotiate with people. I've been in sales half my life, so that's what I do for a living. But I know a lot of people are, you know, nervous about that. My wife hates negotiating with people. She hates it when someone's selling something for 30 and I ask, hey, would you take 20? She's like, come on, it's 10 bucks. I'm like, yeah, but that's 10 bucks. That can go to something else. So, anyways, guys, so hope this helped. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know how the audio is coming through. I am just using the onboard mics from the actual camera. I don't have my H1 hooked up or anything like that. So this is exactly the audio you're gonna get from the actual camera mics. Let me know how the video looks. I'm in my office. No professional lighting, it's just the overhead lighting from my office. The autofocus is fantastic. I see the box moving around and following me everywhere. So let me know how the skin tones look. I have not messed with any of the settings, so this is just kind of out of the box with autofocus on or AFC, so autofocus continuous, and I'm shooting at 1080-60. So anyways, subscribe, let me know what y'all think. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. But yeah, other than that, guys, have a blessed day and be safe out there.